What is going on, YouTube? Bluff City here with a brand new video, and today I finally found we got some more information on the woman who lost her life yesterday in Minneapolis during the trying to protest ICE. Her name is Renee Nicole Good. Okay, and she was a mother of three. We got the New York Post here giving us a bit of a background on who she is, and I found a different angle of the incident that happened that led to her losing her life. So before I get into this video, make sure you give this video a like. Make sure you share this with everybody you know. I'd really appreciate that, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss another video, because I promise you, you don't want to miss the next one. Let's go.
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician!
Renee Nicole Good, the 37-year-old mother of three, fatally shot by an ICE agent in Minnesota Wednesday morning, was a stay-at-home mom who didn't show any signs of activism, according to family. Videos have gone viral of the shooting where Good was killed when she allegedly floored her Honda Pilot into a federal agent after blocking them in a residential Minneapolis neighborhood during an immigration operation. Good was shot in the head as she attempted to drive off, crashing into a parked car down the road. Born in Colorado Springs, Good, whose full name was Renee Nicole Macklin Good, was a devout Christian who took part in youth missions to Northern Ireland as a child. Good had three children, a 15-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son with her first husband, and a 6-year-old son with her second. Good had moved to Valley Falls, Kansas with her parents after her second husband, who suffered from PTSD, died in 2023. She then moved to Kansas City, Missouri, before relocating to Minnesota last year and claimed on social media to be experiencing Minneapolis, displaying a pride flag emoji on her Instagram account. Her ex-husband said Good was a stay-at-home mother. The former spouse, who remained anonymous, never saw his ex-wife as an activist and didn't know her to participate in protests. He said Good and her current partner had just dropped off the 6-year-old at school before they encountered the ICE agents. Video following the shooting appeared to capture the heartbroken partner hysterically crying after Good's death.
Hey, was you riding with her?
Man, it does suck that, those kids were left behind due to all this. Man, I really feel bad for those kids.
Call any of your people yet?
We're new here, I don't have...
The Trump administration tagged Good as a domestic terrorist after the shooting. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. An act of domestic terrorism, DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. After the fatal shooting, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey launched a furious attack on ICE.
ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city.
Him simply telling ICE to get out of Minneapolis is not going to get them out of Minneapolis. Does he not realize that?
Is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
Good was killed on her older sister's birthday, her uncle Robert Ganger told ABC Denver 7. Her parents described her as a caring human being who was killed in a stupid circumstance. Renee was one of the kindest people I've ever known, her mother, Donna Ganger, told the Star.
That sign said, wait a minute, hold on. Justice for Renee Nicole Good. Party. Oh, okay, I thought it said, Party for Socialism and Liberation. For a second, I thought it said pray for socialism and liberation. Yeah, we shouldn't party for socialism and liberation. That's crazy.
Tribune. She was extremely passionate. She's taken care of people all her life. She was loving, forgiving, and affectionate. She was an amazing human being. She was probably terrified, Ganger added, saying the circumstance of the death were so stupid.
Renee Good!
If I had 3 children at home, ain't no way you would catch me in the middle of trying to protest federal agents because messing with them, you're not gonna go home alive. I'm just being real. Like what she did, I would have never done that. And if it were totally up to me, I would have much preferred they just arrest her and take her to jail. But still, these are people who are trained to kill if need be. And the fact that she got herself in the middle of that, like, look, I can't rock with that. That her doing that was the stupidest thing on her part, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. But anyways, I'm gonna get to this next clip that I have from Fox Now. They got a front angle, or at least so they say, um, of these situations. So let's go to that.
They're approaching.
Yeah,
okay.
This is ICE agents just pulling up here. The vehicle is
Lower
right there.
And it happens so fast that it's hard to see what takes place in this particular video, but that is the front angle, and then we have also obtained some video from behind where it happens, but that is the vehicle that belongs
Hold
to
on, let me play it again.
Okay, they're approaching.
Yeah,
okay.
this is ICE agents just pulling up here. The vehicle is
Lower
right there.
And it happens.
Okay, from this angle, I'm not even gonna hold you. It looks like the car just is continuously move. Just look, it makes it look like she just floored it and just ran around them. You know what I'm saying? From this angle, but I did play the original video that was released yesterday, so we know what actually went down. But from this angle, it makes everything look so different because it looks like she just floored it and tried to go around them.
So fast that it's hard to see what takes place in this particular video, but that is the front angle, and then we have also obtained some video from behind where it happens, but that is the vehicle that belongs to the woman who was killed today. And as Randy said, there were 3 agents in particular surrounding the car. It's unclear why she was parked at an angle.
Afternoon as well, and post watching that video, the president did put out a statement. I believe we have that for you, and it reads like this: I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. We will say from our observations, the officer does not appear to have been on the pavement. He was in front of that bumper at the time, but we never saw from any of our angles him hit the pavement. He goes on to say, is there more of the president's statement, or is this the full context? He goes on to say they are just trying to do a job of making America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this, and these are his words, radical left movement of violence and hate. Again, that was President Trump's evaluation as he watched the video earlier.
And then we have the clip of the perspective from behind the vehicle as well that we want to show you. So you've seen the perspective from the front, and now we're going to show you the perspective from behind, from somebody who had a cell phone out at the scene when all of this. Very quickly, we're going to try to get to a point where we can maybe slow this down and show you some still shots. But as Randy was saying, we see all of the.
I really hate how they sped that up. Like, I mean, I've already shown y'all this yesterday. If you want to, watch this in full, I put a link in the description to that video to the full length of original angle that was released. And from the back, you see everything in full and better. To me, the rear angle makes it seem a little bit better because you see what the ICE agents are doing, plus the ICE agent in front of the car, and then from the front angle, you just see her car. All you really see is her car just constantly moving. Okay, at least that's how I look at it. This whole thing is an absolute mess. It's an absolute mess. I absolutely don't like the fact that she had to lose her life, but at the same time, I would never think that messing with ICE agents is a good idea. I would never convince somebody that doing this is such a good idea. her trying to stop these people from doing their jobs was never a good idea. And she ended up losing her life for people that had no business being in the United States. And those same people weren't out there screaming and saying her name like with all those people out there protesting against what just happened to her. You know what I'm saying? And what else? One other thing I've noticed when I see people out here protesting for this woman, I saw, I saw a huge lack of, and I hate using this term, people of color rallying for this woman. It was mostly white liberals and white leftists. That's who the majority of these people were, marching for her. I hardly saw any blacks, Latinos, Asians. Nope. Almost all those people. There may have been some sprinkling in there here, there, but the overwhelming majority were white. These white leftists. If I'm just being real with y'all, which I found very odd. And hearing these people scream "No justice, no peace," I'm just like, okay, wow. I guess they look at her as like a George Floyd 2.0. This is this is the white leftist version of George Floyd for them. I, if I would just put my finger on it, I'm not happy that she lost her life. Let me say that again. I am not happy that she lost her life, but at the same time, like she should not have been out there in the first place. She would still be alive and well with her family and her wife. Had she not made the decision to even go out there and do whatever the hell she was trying to do, trying to block those ICE agents from doing what they were told that they were going to do. And these are people who are trained professionals, and they will use deadly force if anyone decides to fuck with them. And that's exactly what they did. Now, I'll say it again. I would much prefer it if they had just arrested her and took her to jail. But what happened happened, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can just give my opinion and let y'all hear it. That's all I can do. With that being said, I'm gonna end the video right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Also make sure you guys hit the link down below to my link tree so you can follow me on other social media platforms, as well as support this channel directly via Cash App or PayPal or Super Thanks, whichever one you decide to do. My way of saying thank you, I will shout you out in my next video or my next community post, and that is a promise. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. So with that being said, y'all take care of yourselves out there. Please, please, please be safe. Don't go messing with federal agents. That is never a good idea. Y'all have a good one. Peace.